Here we go with the first pick of the
Wow.
ESPN.
Let's go, baby.
Now I'm stuck
Dalvin.
taking now I'm stuck now
Bro.
I'm stuck
Whoa.
taking the guy that cost me my season last year, but
Nah,
it's
you get.
fine. It's
Dude.
fine, bro.
CMC went second?
It's fine. I'll do it. I'll do it.
That is something that you just don't see.
Nope, you
Christian
really don't.
McCaffrey.
I'll take him at 2.
I wish I could get him. So
Yeah,
you
I
got
know.
CMC. Who's pro bass fisher? That is Austin. I respect it. I think he's a Vikings fan, maybe.
I mean, it's a safe pick, but I like the CMC full season upside personally.
Yeah. Hello, everyone, by the way. This is the Huddle podcast. We are with Racewag, or Luke, and our friend Brendan, or Poorly ASF on Twitter.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
Our second official guest on the podcast.
Let's go.
Yeah, so I'll just have to say who was picked for the stream, because otherwise everyone's names will be showing by everyone, like, their full names, and it's like, I just don't want to do that.
Oh yeah, it does come up in the chat box.
So
I
yeah,
see that.
I picked Alvin Kamara first. Saquon just went fourth. Derrick Henry, this first round's pretty basic. I can't believe Travis Kelce just dropped to 6. I can believe it, actually. But yeah, the reason I took Kamara was because I have other leagues, and I have Saquon in another league, I have Kelce in another league. I just didn't want this to overlap.
I hear some people.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Very good. I was gonna say, I feel like the first round is usually pretty routine with like the people that are drafted, in the first like 10 picks. Even a lot of people take the same person in multiple drafts, but I feel like you're kind of like me. I tend to try to take different people in different drafts.
Yeah. What's your name? Calamari Pooper. Yeah, that's a great name, Ghosty. Restock, who you gonna go with here, you think? Who you hoping falls to you?
I mean, if Kelce falls to me, I'll probably get Kelce.
No, that's not realistic, though, right?
Yeah.
There's no way, right?
We'll see. I don't know. I mean, I'd take Jonathan Taylor over Zeke personally.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I agree with that.
From a fantasy perspective, anyway.
Let's see who Nobi, by the way, goes with. I mean, I'm pretty sure he should just take Kelce here.
That'd be smart.
Although no beard Kelce may not be the same man. Stephon Diggs.
Wow.
His first pick is Stephon Diggs, and then Aaron Jones.
Wow.
Wow, Kelsey just fell into Racewag's
Dude,
hands.
do I have to take Kelce here, right?
Yeah, I
Wait.
think so. I mean, that's pretty shocking, to say the least.
Dude, I've never done this. I've never had a situation like this. So this is actually perfect that this happened for the podcast one, because this is a real weird situation.
Yeah.
So I've got Kelce on the board here, which I'm pretty sure I should take him.
Yeah, I mean, he's the number one fantasy tight end for sure. I mean, he broke records last year.
Yeah.
Chiefs are hungry, right?
Yeah, I really like Jonathan Taylor,
High-powered
but
offense.
I can't not pass on Kelce here. I can't not pass on Kelce.
Yeah, and here's the thing: you pick again in
right,
4
no,
picks.
for sure.
That guy just took Aaron Rodgers first.
What is happening?
What did?
Team P.
What? Wait.
Who's Team P?
Did he pay?
Yeah, that's
Oh
Andy.
no.
I don't know if Andy does fantasy football drafts, but so he might not know that you generally want to hold off. But he also
No, he does do them.
No, this is different Andy. Different Andy.
Oh, it's that
His
Parky.
name- yeah, it's Parky. You generally want to hold off on quarterbacks till later rounds. But if you're a Packers fan and you're doing a $20 league, you might as well take your favorite player, right?
I respect it.
Ghost, you put in the DM who just started a campfire with their money. Wait, did you tweet it out, Kalen?
Yeah, he did.
Alright, I tweeted it, I already retweeted.
Back-to-back
that's
fantasy football champion is what Andy just said in the chat. Hey man, you just dude, Zeke
Dude, I
just
thought it was
fell
Jonathan Taylor.
deep.
Yeah,
That's
I noticed
crazy.
that.
Okay, so sorry. Aaron Rodgers was picked, and then Jonathan Taylor, Devontae Adams, and Zeke. So Chase got Jonathan Taylor and Devontae Adams. It's a really pick 10 is so strong. Getting
It
the
is.
getting the the best wide receiver on the board, or top 3, along with a high volume running back is so good. So good.
I mean, do I take Tyreek and Travis Kelce here? Like, bro.
I mean,
And then take Patty Mahomes in the next round.
Imagine.
it's a full PPR league, right?
Yeah.
So you don't really want to start off teams with no running backs.
I know.
That's the way I see it.
No,
But you-
I'm the same way. Najee Harris looks good too.
Yeah.
There's, all these options, in my opinion, are like relatively safe here. Like you can't really go wrong.
Listen,
Who you're taking right here?
I said it on the Huddle podcast, man. I think the Chargers are going to do well this year. I think they're going to be that sleeper dark horse team.
No way.
I mean, I think
Gotta
Austin
do it.
Eckler will win you leagues.
Okay.
Like, I think he's
Yeah.
gonna get so much volume.
Got to do it. And I got him and Kelsey, bro. So
True.
Yeah.
That is true.
You're getting a really good first 2 picks for being. What were you, 8th?
I was 8th. Yeah.
That's 2 really good picks. I mean, yeah, you probably, yeah. All right, so Team Dolphin is on the board. I'm not sure who that is. Who is that's J Money. Who do you give with his first pick? Let's see. You got Aaron Jones. So is he gonna go with a wide receiver or another volume running back?
Takes Chris Carson there.
Chris Carson. And Tyreek Hill taken next.
Okay. I mean that's fair.
Yeah. You gotta take Tyreek, you know?
100%.
So who did
Adams.
he is Stephon Diggs and Tyreek Hill. Oh, that's a
Wait,
lot of.
Chris Carson.
And then Calvin Ridley was just taken by Ghosty. Nick Chubb taken by whoever that is.
Wait, which one? Who is J Money in this?
He is Team Dolphin. Who's Diego Gutterrats? That is Anthony. That's Parky's friend, I believe.
Gotcha.
All right, so I just took Antonio Gibson. I like to prioritize running backs in my first 2 picks. I think Antonio Gibson has a higher upside than Najee Harris, Joe Mixon, or Clyde, so that's why I went with him.
What?
just
Wow.
took-
I'm
I took
shocked.
Najee Harris with my pick.
Yeah, no. Brendan just got blessed, bro.
Yeah, I love Christian McCaffrey and Najee Harris with my first
You
two
got
picks.
CMC and you got CMC and Najee, bro.
I love it. I
Dude,
honestly love
Najee
that.
Harris is guaranteed. Like he's guaranteed.
I feel like his
going to get
workload is gonna be insane.
He
I
is
believe.
guaranteed production
Yes.
on one of the highest like efficient offenses.
And he's already broken a couple good runs today in preseason, so
Well, there you go then.
I really like that pick by Pro Bass Fisher. He picked DeAndre Swift. That's Austin. So he's got DeAndre Swift, who is probably gonna be like the king of garbage time this season. Let's be real. And he's got Dalvin Cook. A really strong team. See you guys with next.
I know coming up on here for my pick, I'm gonna take a wide receiver, so I'll probably either take DeAndre or DK, whichever one falls to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Chubb over Gibson too. I think Chubb was the best available when you took him. If you didn't take him, I would have taken him.
I'm not a fan of Chubb with Kareem Hunt there personally.
He was there last year and he still did great. So
I know, but compared to whoever you just said, who did we say?
Antonio Gibson and Najee Harris.
Yeah, I like Gibson better and Najee.
Anybody else here not a big Joe Mixon fan? Because I don't really like Joe
Oh,
Mixon.
I like him this year though. Because
Yeah.
Joe Burrow is gonna be healthy.
I don't like him this year at all.
There you go then.
Oh, and he took. Oh, this is rough, man.
Keenan Allen. Dude, that first pick and second pick is such a strong position, man. You're just blessed. What are you thinking, Poorly?
I'm torn between DeAndre Hopkins or DK Metcalf because I like both of those guys.
So Keenan Allen just went. Okay.
Yeah.
Which I'm shocked he went over. Well, I'm not shocked, but I don't know.
I think I'm gonna go with. We'll go with Hopkins here. I haven't taken him in any other league, so I'm gonna take him over DK Metcalf for me.
Yeah, that was probably the right decision.
Yeah.
So-
no, I probably would have done the same.
I'm on the clock, and I think that I'm gonna take another running back.
Can see that.
I think I'm gonna go with Clyde.
Yep.
For
Taking-
I honestly thought about opening up no wide receiver, so I like that pick.
Yeah, I'd stack in the running backs first 3 picks, because honestly, there's just so much depth in the wide receiver position. Joe Mixon was just taken by the Diego Gutter Rats, which is Anthony. Now we got Ghosty or Alec on the clock. Terry McLaurin. I like Terry, but I have Antonio Gibson already.
yeah, I think. Wait, Terry got taken?
No.
No. He
Yeah,
just
the
it's someone in the
chat
chat.
said. So Alec has Calvin Ridley, Derrick Henry. I think he should. I think he should get David Montgomery. I think he needs another volume running back to round out his team right now. What do you think, Ray?
Who? Who are we talking about?
Ghosty. He has Derrick Henry and Calvin Ridley right now.
Which is his name on here?
Calamari Pooper.
No, I would not take a running back here.
You wouldn't.
No, I'd 100% take a receiver.
All right. Why is that?
He's got his bell cow running back. He needs to load up on top receivers that's going to guarantee production, and then he can get a couple later in the round. There's plenty, especially this year, there's plenty of running backs that are going to have starting and volume positions that are you can get much later. Such as like Javonte Williams, Gus Edwards, Zach Moss, just to name a few.
Yeah, I guess we just draft differently. In
I
my,
do
No, for
uh,
sure. Yeah, for sure.
I
Personally
like
think that the running back depth dries up a little bit quick this year, in my opinion. But
Yeah, I
I don't
agree.
know. It's just how I see it.
It definitely does. I think that stacking running backs early is the best.
What
thing
is
you can do.
happening?
Yeah,
What do we
that
got?
is.
A little bit of a
J
reach there
Money
for
is
Daryl
taken.
Henderson.
Wow, what is going on? Dude, look at all these beautiful receivers. I don't even know who to get, bro. They're all like shiny
That's what
toys. I
I'm
want them
saying.
all.
Like I saw D Hop there, and like, I can't pass that up.
So
even though I
nobody-
wanted to.
Nobody took Dave Montgomery, and then J Money took Daryl Henderson Jr. Those are the last
Damn.
2 picks.
I
Before
went,
that,
I went all 3.
who are you looking at? You're looking at DK, Justin, and Terry?
Yep. I want all 3, bro.
Let's look at your team. You already have a week 7 bye in Austin Eckler, so you definitely shouldn't take Justin Jefferson.
No, I'm not worried about that. But I'm taking Metcalf regardless.
Yeah, that's I would have. Yeah, for sure. I like that pick there.
Thank
I mean,
you,
for how
Shuckles.
long ago? I mean, I almost took
Oh
him.
my God,
you know,
Josh
5 or
Jacobs
6
went.
picks ago.
This is crazy.
Bro, what is happening?
So,
Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs just got taken.
Josh Jacobs was taken before Justin Jefferson, Terry McLaurin, Miles Sanders. A lot of players.
Yeah, a lot of guys on the board still.
This is Chase. He just took Justin Jefferson as the last pick of the 3rd round.
There you go.
This may be a situation where people are just like they have their guys, you know, and they just like want to secure them. I mean, I guess I can understand that.
I like Chase's pick here. See, now he's got 2 volume running backs and 2 wide receiver ones. And Jonathan Taylor, J.K. Dobbins, Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson. Spam clown draft. What does that mean?
So, that's a great start.
Wow. Who are you looking at, Ray?
Um,
Mike Evans
Wow.
just went.
like what, bro? Dude, that is insane.
Some reaching for sure going on here.
No, that's
Are-
actually crazy, dude.
Are you taking Scary Terry and having 2
Oh,
of your best
man.
wide receivers on a bye week the same week?
I like Miles Sanders this year too. Allen Robinson's also a really good pick. Allen Robinson's really safe.
I do love Allen Robinson. Yeah.
I got to go with the right player in this situation. I got to do it.
Let's see.
And it pains me, and it's everything I believe, but it's the right play. It's the right play in this situation.
Yeah.
Got to do it.
Patrick Mahomes to
Yes,
pair
sir.
with Travis Kelce.
Round 4, Patrick Mahomes. I mean, that's honestly good value for Patrick Mahomes, in my opinion.
His average draft is 19. That's his average draft.
That's great value.
And I was at 33.
Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, I agree. I was thinking about taking him as well.
As much as Terry would have really helped my team, but I don't know. We'll see.
You're pairing him with your tight end, your number 1 pick.
Yeah,
I think that's a good pick.
that was the main reason.
All right, Terry just went to J Money's team, so J Money has a pretty set team. I'm looking at it on the left over here. Nobi is now picking. He has David Montgomery, Stephon Diggs, and Tyreek Hill. I think you should go with Miles Sanders here. He needs second running back. He doesn't need another wide receiver. Let's see where he goes. Where do you think you should go, Ray?
I mean, I'd probably go. Let's see. What's his team? Sorry. Nobi, you said?
Yeah, high streamed at Nobi.
Oh man, maybe Miles Sanders. I don't know. Maybe Allen Robinson.
I would definitely go Miles Sanders here.
I don't know. I mean, who's the best? Okay.
He picked up Darren
Waller.
Waller. He's getting tight end position filled early.
He picked Waller over Kittle.
Yeah, no, a lot of people are this year, though, truthfully.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, people are saying that with him having like a bona fide wide receiver 1 now, that it might give Waller some more space to be able to excel again.
That is just a tragedy that both those guys went there, because I really wanted to take one of them.
Gutter rats. So
that's crazy.
Ghosty takes Kittle in the 4th round.
So back to back, we had Waller and Kittle being taken.
Gutter rats here. He also took my route of getting 3 running backs. He's got Saquon, Nick Chubb, and Joe Mixon, which it's honestly a pretty solid team. Which leaves Miles Sanders on the board for me when I have 3 running backs as well. Let's see who he goes with. Who will the Gutter Rats go with? He's got 3 running backs. Taking the full minute and a half to decide this one. Who is this again? It's
a lot of thought
Anthony.
into it.
Anthony. I like his draft so far, so let's see if he goes
the auto draft.
So he probably left his setup because he just auto drafted his 4th running back.
Oh my goodness.
Which means Allen Robinson falls into my hands.
Bro, this man has Saquon, Nick Chubb, Joe Mixon, and Miles Sanders. Wow.
I do like Allen Robinson. But like my boy in the chat said, he knows I'm taking CeeDee Lamb.
Wow.
Okay, well,
How could I not? He's the best wide receiver available.
Okay.
I'll gladly take Allen Robinson then there.
He's not even the best wide receiver on his team.
Oh, controversial.
That's just not okay. Maybe if Amari Cooper was like 2-3 years younger, he wouldn't have been.
I still think Amari's better.
2 elite wide receivers is better than none.
I agree. I'm not arguing that. Robert Woods.
Robert Woods gets taken after Allen Robinson. Back-to-back picks. We're onto the 5th round. Chase Edmonds gets taken. Guys, who are you looking at poorly?
Amari Cooper, double wide receiver there for me.
Oh. I'm on the board. Got a lot of options. You know what? I'm not gonna take wide receiver right now. I'm gonna go out on a limb and draft the tight end 3 this year. Kyle Pitts.
Interesting.
Okay.
Kyle Pitts.
I believe in Kyle
Yeah.
Pitts. I think Cooper was a better prospect out of college for sure. Wait, was he? I was young.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I feel like they were relatively on the same caliber, like a prospect coming out of college.
I mean, he was on Bama. I feel like everyone in Bama is like, yeah, definitely Cooper. But I think that after this season, Lamb will be our wide receiver 1, or the Cowboys wide receiver 1.
I feel like it's like a wide receiver 1A, 1B situation though. I feel like they both can almost be the wide receiver 1, so I think if they both have enough targets, either one of them could, or even both of them could have great seasons, honestly. They pass enough.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, Dak got injured in the 4th game last year, and they both had 1,000 yards. So you can only imagine what they would have done if he was healthy all season.
Oh, I wanted Deontay.
Deontay Johnson goes, and now we've got Ray Swag. Who are you looking at?
I'm looking. Let's see. This one's tough, dude. This one's really tough. I think I gotta go with my guy Julio, though.
I like that pick. It's honestly,
Sir.
he fell a lot in drafts this year, which is kind of weird. Because, like, he was injured last year, but I don't think that it's too relevant.
Julio Jones?
Yeah.
Sir.
I think that's just due to Tennessee being a pretty high volume running offense as well. And obviously the threat of A.J. Brown, getting his targets.
So do I think if they move wide receivers around this year in Dallas helps or hurts Lamb if he's on the slot as much? I don't think they're gonna move him around much. They're not gonna change their offense that much. They have a successful offense. They hired Dan Quinn as their defensive coordinator because so I think that the offense is not the thing that'll change that much. I think he'll stay in the slot, and I mean if they do move him around, he might get less targets, but I don't think they're gonna change much.
I'd rather have Tyler Lockett, but I have DK Metcalf already. So, and I'm a little worried. I'm not sure what's going on with Chris Godwin. So I just went with Julio.
I'm pretty bullish on Chris Godwin this year still too, though.
Really? Maybe I should have taken him.
No, I'm not saying. I do think he's gonna get his work. Like people are really nervous about those receivers this year, but
that quick.
Javonte Williams goes. Interesting.
That's really, really early for Javonte to go.
Okay. So we've got Chase up now. He's got Jonathan Taylor, J.K. Dobbins, Devontae Adams, and Justin Jefferson. It's a really solid team. He's got 2 picks back to back now. Yeah, I agree. I like Godwin's value more than Evans, honestly.
Yeah, same.
Evans at the end of last season really died off. Like he was like I think he was like one of the worst wide receivers. Like he wasn't even like top 15 in the last like 5 weeks of the season last year. In games that he played in his last 5 games, sorry.
Right. I have to look, but I feel like he's struggled. Has he struggled with touchdowns? I feel like he's gotten his 1,000 yards, but I feel like his touchdowns have really tapered off in the past couple seasons, but I'd have to go look to be sure.
Yeah, Antonio Brown definitely has the best value. You can get him really late, and he could having a huge upside. If Evans or Godwin goes out, he takes a huge step up. But obviously, his off-field play comes into the conversation. So Chase took Chris Godwin. He is now probably going to take another wide receiver, I would assume. It's pretty much all that the board is right now. Unless he's digging deep for like a QB or a tight end. Go with Mark Andrews possibly. Let's see who we got. Josh Allen.
Dang, I was looking at him as well.
Yeah. Do you guys think Josh Allen's gonna have a similar season to last year? I think he's gonna die off a little bit.
I think he'll have a good season. He might get MVP this year actually.
Really?
He'll have a really good season, yeah.
I truthfully think he's going to regress with touchdowns, but I think he's still going to have a great season.
Yeah. I don't know where I stand on him. He had a really standout season last year compared to his first two. Was last year his third?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, so compared to his first two.
He broke out last year, 100%.
Teams may have that offense figured out.
Bro.
Kenny Galladay goes versus like who are you looking at?
Oh man.
Let's look at your team. You've got Mahomes, Eckler, Metcalf, Julio, and Kelsey. You need another running back.
Yeah, I do.
Who's available? You've got Travis Etienne. Are you gonna go with the running back or are you gonna hold off?
No, I'm gonna receiver here.
Another receiver.
It's the correct play. It's between Ayuk and Lockett. I like both of them.
Yeah.
But it's definitely, well, actually, to say this, I like Lockett better, but I already have Metcalf.
Yeah. I think with Kittle coming back, I think Brandon Ayuk will have an even better year than last year.
Yeah. I agree. And it's his second year. He was a rookie last year, so.
Yeah.
Not bad. Let me pick. Man, it's tough. I gotta go with it's gonna be awkward, but whatever, I'll make it work.
The double Seattle wide receivers, the Metcalf Lockett Magic. You got two teams. Oh, Mike Davis goes. I like that pick. I think Mike Davis is gonna do well this year. He's the running back one on Atlanta. And I think that he's falling later than he should in most drafts, but this draft he was probably taken at like the right spot, the right time.
I've seen him go even later than that.
Yeah, I've gotten him really late in a few drafts. Next was Travis Etienne and Kyler Murray.
Okay.
Got the gutter rats picking. This is the guy with 4 running backs and 1 wide receiver, so I'm assuming he's going to take Brandon Ayuk here. I hope he doesn't, because if he doesn't, I will.
I honestly... Well, he'd probably still be there, but I do like Jamar Chase here as well.
Oh, I'd take T. Higgins every day over Jamar Chase.
That's the issue with the the Bengals. Is they've got 3 guys who could all get the same targets, and you don't know.
We don't know that though. We haven't seen him play.
Like the I lean on the chemistry factor between Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase though.
Well, what do you mean? You want to talk about chemistry factor? T. Higgins and Joe Burrow have more chemistry because they have more recent. He hasn't thrown.
Your teammate from college that you still played season with, I don't know. I mean, I still think there's a connection there that can be reestablished relatively easily.
No, I agree with that for sure.
But I do see where you're coming from as well.
Well, he just took Cortland Sutton over Brandon Ayuk, which means I got Brandon Ayuk.
Whoever argued about everyone else, then he takes a random guy.
However, with the Bengals, I don't know who their wide receiver 1 is going to be, and with them not addressing their offensive line, I don't even know if Joe Burrow is going to be able to hit those guys. So I'm pretty much staying away from wide receivers in Cincinnati this year.
I decided to go with Mark Andrews for my pick.
Like him a lot. Fellow type 1 diabetic.
Your team is sick,
compare.
dude. Holy.
Sir.
Poor got McCaffrey, Najee, D-Hop, A-Rob, Mark Andrews, and Amari Cooper.
Nah, your team's actually crazy.
It was a sick start for sure. I love the guys that have been falling to me.
It's a really good team. for sure.
Nah, your team's actually ridiculous. That's actually crazy.
Pro Bass
That's
Fisher.
actually insane.
He is a very good team as well. He takes Jamar Chase and
And
then Lamar
Lamar.
Jackson.
Jamar and Lamar.
And then
And
Dak
Rain
Prescott
Dakota
gets taken in
Prince.
my face by the
Yep,
guy
I
in
had-
my Discord.
I had to do it. Dude.
Yo.
Oh, that's brutal, huh?
My
No.
favorite player just got taken the pick before me.
Trades are always on the table, you know.
Yo.
He wants me to get shafted.
It's okay.
That's funny.
I
I'm
had to
not
do
gonna
the
go
Amari
front.
Cooper, Dak Prescott stack, you know.
Yo, right, Ghosty? Bro, my team's actually stacked. Let's go. You know, I'll see you in finals, Brendan.
Yeah, actually mark the calendar now.
No, both our teams are actually insane.
Actually, a thing I like doing this year too is taking my tight end and quarterback like in the same round or like back-to-back rounds.
Gotcha.
Something I've been doing quite a bit. If I miss out on like a top 3 tight end.
Nah, if this guy falls to me, I freaking win the league. I'm not even kidding.
Somebody better take Kareem Hunt, bro.
I just don't know who I want. I don't want T. Higgins and I don't want Odell.
Take the TikToker.
I think I'm going with Robbie Anderson. I actually think
There you
he's
go.
the highest upside of all
Wow.
4 of those wide receivers.
Quick, make your pick.
There you go. I mean, you got Sam Darnold, Robbie Anderson connection.
Yes, sir. I'm going with him. He was electric last year.
I know Raymond loves that pick there.
Yep.
Got the gutter rats picking. He needs a tight end, a QB, or a bench spot. Let's see who he goes with. I'm assuming he's going to go for a... Who is the gutter rats going with? Who is this? Yeah, I keep forgetting. Oh, this is Anthony. Odell Beckham.
OBJ.
Surprised T. Higgins is still out, I'm not gonna lie.
We currently have Ghosty on the clock. Let's look at his team. Kyler Murray, Derrick Henry, Calvin Ridley, AJ Brown, George Kittle, Cooper Kupp. Need another running back. Are you going to steal Kareem Hunt from Racewag?
No.
Oh,
Miles
That's
Gaskins.
who I wanted, bro. I don't want Kareem Hunt.
Good pick.
everybody's devaluing Miles Gaskin though because Malcolm Brown's having a great
I don't care about
preseason.
Malcolm Brown, bro. I do not care about him at all. He's just gonna get goal line carries. Miles Gaskin's gonna get all the PPR work. No, dude, I wanted him. I'm screwed now, bro. Oh man.
Your team's ruined or what?
Well, I have an RB slot that I have to fill.
That is true. That is true. There's options though. I'd be comfortable with at least 3 guys that are left on the board as my RB2.
See who nobody's going with. What does he have? David Montgomery, Travis Etienne, Stephon Diggs, Tyreek Hill, Darren Waller, and DJ Moore.
Travis Etienne got taken pretty early, huh?
I feel like, yeah, I feel like he needs
Yeah.
another running back. He needs to take. He definitely needs more running back depth. His running backs
Yeah.
are really weak, and that's the most important position in PPR fantasy football. Halftime of the Dallas Cowboys-Texans game.
There you go.
Core check.
14-7 Cowgirls. William Fuller V.
Wow. And there goes T. Higgins in
Well, I
round 7.
did get Kareem Hunt. Okay, interesting.
Is Raymond Swagger going to go with Kareem Hunt?
I like Raheem Mostert too.
Yeah, that's the guy I would be looking at as well.
Whatever. That's fine.
Raymond Swagger, who are you going with?
I go Kareem Hunt.
Kareem the Dream Hunt. Like the team, Raymond.
Yeah.
Well,
not bad.
besides, there's 2 weeks where you're going to missing, 2 of your best players, but
Yeah, whatever.
Logan Thomas
3
goes.
actually.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Dude. Oh, Ray, you got 2 buys on 12, 13, and 9.
It's fine. I'll figure it out.
Woo! That's
On the
rough.
bright side, I don't have to like worry about weekly. It'll just be like 3 weeks.
Dude,
I
I
don't have
just
to really
looked.
worry about it.
I have 3 buys, week 6.
I have 3 for 7 with the Cowboys and
Oh,
Najee Harris.
brother, dude. Oh, I can't drop any more round 6s, which means I can't get Mostert if he was to fall to me. Oh, that sucks.
I think he'll get taken for us.
Possibly. Who does Chase have? Let's see. Chase needs a tight end. There's not really many left that he needs to go for. You can kind of just chill out.
A lot of people still have a lot of confidence in TJ Hawkinson, but I would not be comfortable having him as my starting tight end.
Oh, wow. No, he's one of the most consistent players in terms of target share.
Although there is a new quarterback in town now.
I mean, he's got to throw to somebody. There's no Kenny Galladay anymore.
Jared Goff does
No
love
Marvin
his
Jones
tight
Jr.
ends.
That's what I'm kind of feeling as well, but you never know. I'll have to wait and see.
James Robinson and TJ Hawkinson with his 2 picks. I like that, Chase. I like your team. Josh Allen, Jonathan Taylor, J.K. Dobbins, Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson, TJ Hawkinson, Chris Godwin, and James Robinson. That is a solid team.
Love those receivers.
I like every player on that team.
I love how nobody's picking Steelers players.
Yeah. It's because their QB is ancient and he drinks beer all day every day. He's like Tom Brady's age, but he doesn't have the healthy diet. He has the diet of the people who watch football.
That's actually
Yeah, he's got like another year in him, maybe.
No, I don't think he does even. I don't think he should have played last year. Yeah, I agree, Andy. You never know what you're
Man.
gonna get out of Pittsburgh players.
Oh my, you guys have to see this interception that the Titans just had on the Bucks. Put it in the Discord or in our chat here.
All right, I've never had this guy on any team ever.
Who you going with, Ray? Sir Raymond Swagger with the 3rd pick of the 8th round.
I don't know, man. It's tough, dude. Like Juju's like,
In the wise words of Cuzzy,
Mm.
F Juju Smith-Schuster.
man.
Laviska Chenault. I like that pick. T-Law's got to throw to someone too, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yo, Ray.
yeah, he's got Marvin. He has Marvin Jones and DJ Chark, so it's gonna be kind of crowded. But
That reminds me. Are you going to drop Tim Tebow in every league?
I probably have to, huh? Yeah, unfortunately. My guy didn't make it. It's okay though.
Damn.
Nobi. He needs another running back. Is he going to grab one? Raheem Mostert's up for him. I think he needs him. Oh, he took... Okay, he took Devonta Smith. So he has 5... Wait. Yeah, he has 5 wide receivers and 2 running backs. Chase Claypool goes to Alec.
Yeah, Chenault might not have been the play, but that's okay. Whatever.
Juju and Chase Claypool go back to back.
Wow. Okay, I respect that.
I'm gonna go with Russell Wilson.
I like it.
I kind of want Justin Herbert, but then I'd have 3 week 7 buys, and I'm not stacking with anyone. So I'm gonna go. I finish my team off. Wait, I was looking at the wrong team. Oh, I just tilted. Oh, that's fine. Best QB up. Raheem Mostert goes to
Yes,
Gateway
sir.
Rugs. If I could have drafted him, I would have.
I
But-
know you had those bye weeks.
Yeah. Let's see this interception.
In the game, Vaughn's the running back. Garden also at receiver. Down the middle, wide open. It's Tanner Hudson. Ball comes out.
Oh, wow.
And the Titans have it on a bouncing takeaway. Boyan Body Calhoun.
Wow. Brandon Cooks goes. Round 8, final pick. Round 9 is starting. Let's see who Pro Bass Fisher goes with. Oh, sorry. Yeah. He needs a tight end. Oof. If I was him, I'd just get Robert Tonyan right here, right now. Just complete his team. Because after Tanyan's gone, like, the tight end depth just dies. There's nobody. I can't see who's just picked because my
Tanyan.
Steam popped up. Tanyan, yep. Maybe he's doing an MLG listening. It's Austin, I believe. Debo Samuel. I'm on the clock. Got 3 running backs, 3 wide receivers. Who do you think I should go with, Ray?
Let's see, Team K4. Okay. I would probably go for. I'm not gonna say.
What do you mean you're not gonna say?
Well, because I don't want anybody to take this person.
Do you know who do you
He's
think
feeling the pressure.
who do you think I'm gonna pick?
I think you're gonna. Well, you should be picking Michael Thomas. You should be picking here.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Well, anyway,
This is who I'm picking?
Michael Gallup.
I already have CeeDee Lamb.
Oh, okay.
Picking the wide receiver 1 for the
Jarvis
New York
Landry?
Jets.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, he made a good play today. I saw.
Corey Davis I saw a tweet today that he in 7 routes, that he was in 7 plays, and he had 6 targets.
There you go.
Him and Zach Wilson are meant to be.
There you go.
Yeah, actually, I think you're right about that. That's a great pick.
All right, we've got Gutter Rats on the clock with the 4th pick of round 9. Where is this guy? He still does not have a QB or tight end, and he's got another wide
Yeah,
receiver.
that's what I said. People are hearing I say him on the stream. It's all good. It was a correct.
Well, that's not like a bad pick. He
No.
might not even be listening.
Oh, okay. No, I'm saying it's the correct pick.
Yeah.
Like, it's an amazing pick.
Tyler Boyd goes next. I like that Tyler Boyd pick. Honestly, he fell really far. Nobi gets Justin Herbert, and J Money gets Matthew Stafford. So QBs are starting to fly.
All right. Interesting.
Ray Swag has a full team, except defense, of course. Who
Only
you look-
one team.
Who's catching your eye?
A.
Did the player you want go?
I'm with Michael Thomas there.
Okay, so yeah,
So
he did.
I'm just gonna go ahead and take Zach Moss. I think.
Yeah, I think a running back is definitely the right play for you.
Zach Moss.
He's definitely the best available as well. Michael.
Now I do want one other player, and I kind of gambled that he wouldn't be taken.
Ray, I
See,
want
though.
you to know that you just took another week 7 bye.
Yeah, I see that, but whatever.
So week 7's gonna be a tough one, huh? For me and you both.
Yeah, 2 of your running backs are out week 7, which means you have to get another running back to fill in for that week.
What do you mean 2 of them? There's just one.
Zach Moss and Austin Eckler.
Yeah, but Zach Moss is on my bench.
Yeah, but but that week you would want to fill in your next best running back with the person who's out, but they're both out. Like your top
I see what you mean.
2
Yeah, I
of
see
your
what you're
3.
saying. I got Zach Moss because I might be starting him week 1 though.
Who did they play week 1?
Oh, I have no idea. I'm just saying I might be starting him over LaVisca Chenault. They play. I don't know. It doesn't say. Oh, they play. Nope, it doesn't say.
They play the Steelers week 1.
Interesting.
You gonna play him?
We'll see.
The Iron Curtain.
I'm excited.
Steelers, they have a hard first few weeks. Steelers,
Yeah, they
Dolphins,
do.
Washington. Damian Harris just went. I hate touching Patriots running backs because
Oh, yeah, I
Their
know.
backfield is beyond crowded right now.
Bill Belichick, when they get in the red zone, he just throws a dart and it hits whichever running back it hits is who gets the touchdown. And for some reason, like 90% of the time, it would land on Rex Burkhead, and now Rex Burkhead's gone. So I don't know.
I
what
don't
to
know
do
if you
with that team.
watched. We played the Eagles last week, so I'm a Patriots fan. Obviously, I watched that game, and well, first of all, the Eagles defense didn't spawn in, but literally
Yeah.
all of our running backs were running all over them. Like Sony Michel, Ramondre Stevenson, Damian Harris, like they all rushed for like 20 plus yards. But Ramondre Stevenson did get 2 touchdowns again.
Team Hunter. Who you going with, Chase? Jalen Waddle. I like that pick.
Please, please, please don't take the person I want. Willie praying.
Wait, so before you pick, let me guess who you're going for.
All right, wait, who's Team P?
I'm gonna wait till this guy picks for you.
All right, you can guess though if you want. I'm not gonna tell until he's done though.
I don't know who Andy's gonna go for. Let me look at his team. If I was Andy right now, I would pick Antonio Brown.
Let's go! Thank goodness.
Donald Jones.
Are you guessing or do you just pick?
Are you going with Curtis Samuel?
Nope.
Antonio Brown?
No.
Who?
5'8", went to the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. His name is Michael Carter for the New York Jets. Sir.
Michael Carter. Actually, I do like that pick.
Sir.
We got J Money on the clock. His team is complete. Noah Fant, Matthew Stafford. This is 2.
Said his team is complete.
Well, when I say that, I mean he just has bench spots and defense to fill.
Yeah. Bro, who's the guy with Beckham and Juju on the bench? It still isn't taking the title.
Yeah, that's what I mean. His team isn't complete. I think everyone's
That's
team is
J-Money?
complete. No. Diego Gutter is Austin.
Gotcha.
And he's the only one without a complete team, I believe.
Oh, that's why you're saying that. Okay.
Yeah. So J Money took Jarvis Landry. I like that pick. He's falling late as well, which is surprising to me.
Weird. They act like Baker's not going to throw it to anybody.
So Nobi can't take DJ Chark here. He has 3 week 7 buys. He needs to fill a hole. I think he goes with Curtis Samuel. And he's a Panthers fan, so if he doesn't go with Curtis Samuel, then he never truly loved it as a Panthers fan. You know what I mean?
Even though he's not on the Panthers anymore?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, as a Panthers
Yeah, he
fan.
took him.
A true Panthers fans will love their players even after their departure.
This is true. I'm still a Cam fan.
Yep, me too.
Look at your. I love it.
Sir.
Antonio
there's
Brown
the
goes.
Antonio
Dang, I
Brown.
was hoping I could get him. I was really hoping I could get him. Both the players I like just went back to back. Joe
Burrow.
Burrow. That's the QB he goes with.
Joey
Tom
Wow.
Brady love.
Okay. So
You're on the clock here.
I would see. Here's the thing. I have a week's. Okay. Hmm. Just a second here, boys. I gotta figure something out. I wasn't really looking at my own lineup.
You're good. You're good.
I'll go with Marquise Brown.
I like it.
Well, to stay with the team name, you know we got to take Henry Ruggs.
There you go.
Gateway Rugs. Ugh. Who's this guy got? He's the best slot receiver in the NFL. The self-proclaimed best slot receiver in the NFL is officially
Former
off
Cowboy.
the board. The most famous NFL anti-vaxxer is off the board officially. He's been dropping typically too. I'm surprised he went so early. And the first defense taken is the Bucks, followed by a James Conner pick. So I've got my 3 running backs.
Same.
Had to do it to Racewag. Pick Chuba Hubbard, as he would say, right in front of him.
Wow, you're taking him that early? That's crazy.
Yep.
You're annoying.
Damn.
I'm at the point where I'm taking him in case CMC gets injured. Gutter rats on the clock. He needs a tight end still. Dude, I can't believe how far DJ Chark has fallen. Like,
It's a crowded receiving room there now.
yeah, but
No,
man,
it's because everyone has 7 week buy. We buy 7.
yeah, I
That as
know.
well.
Look at them all too, right under him, Marvin Jones, Mike Will. Mike Gesicki goes to complete the team. I feel like Jacksonville, and Miami are both teams that like they just Pittsburgh too, where I just don't want to touch their receivers or like any receiver on the team because there's just so many options. Ravens D gets taken by Ghosty in the 11th round. Kenyon Drake, the backup to Josh Jacobs, gets taken, followed by Dallas Goddard.
I really took LaVisca Chanel, bro. What am I doing?
Yeah, when DJ Chark fell this far.
Oh, my word.
Alright, you got plenty of running backs. What are you going for? Another receiver?
Yeah, I think so, probably. Just to help out my buy situation, honestly, I think I'm gonna draft T.Y. Hilton.
Yeah. Marvin Jones goes instantly following the T.Y. Hilton draft.
That's so not DJ Chark. What the heck?
I also like Marvin Jones a lot too this year for that team.
It's just one of those teams, man, where you just don't know who's gonna get the ball. Or if Trevor Lawrence is gonna be able to get the ball out.
True. Yeah, that line was looking rough.
Chase is on the clock. Chase has 4 running backs. So he's
Nice, bro.
he's open to pick anything here.
Panthers lost 20-3. What are we doing?
It's a preseason. You'll be all right.
Yeah, all right.
Could be worse.
Could be. Could be the Eagles and get smoked 35-0.
I think Chase is not there, and he's in the auto draft. DJ Chark and Tom Brady.
I can't wait.
Yep.
Oh, why? What happened to this poor guy?
I know he worked all day, so he probably had to draft quickly because his girlfriend was probably wanting some attention.
Okay.
I felt that. I've been there, done that.
Yeah.
Oh goodness, what am I doing here? All these freaking players, bro. There's so many. Another 7. Like Mike Williams is good, but it's another 7, dude. It's like,
Yeah.
How many sevens?
I know, right?
A lot of these drafts, I'm at this point in it, and I'm like, my team's too good, and I
Yeah.
don't know what to do. I'm like, let's say I was to draft Mike Williams now. Like, when would I ever want to start him over like my players?
Yeah. I took Fournette there just cause, why not?
Yeah.
Jameson Crowder, okay. I like,
like
taking
that.
him late. Yep. Mike Williams.
goes. It's a good pick.
Someone take Jalen Rager, please.
Trey Sermon. I like that pick as well. That's a really good pick, Ghost. Yeah, I honestly kind of forgot about him.
Yeah, he'll take Mostert's carries a lot.
Trevor Lawrence. He goes with Joe Burrow, then to Trevor Lawrence. 2 college football legends. Honestly, I think I'm just going to start taking some shots in the dark here. Do I need to yet? I don't think I need to yet.
I was thinking about taking him, so that made it easier for me.
I'm glad. I like Melvin Gordon, and if Javonte Williams doesn't pan out, then he will be the running back 1. So, I think he'll still get usage as well. So he's a good backup to have for bye weeks. Especially gets McCole Hardman, who had a really good showing in their preseason game. I think it was yesterday, right? It was Friday.
Pringle had a good game today, I thought.
No, they played last night.
Oh, I'm tripping.
Byron Pringle did have a good game too, though. Trying to think of something, but I can't remember what I was trying to think of. So, One sec. I need to look something up. In the Saints preseason game, Tony Jones Jr. Who the hell is that? Who are these people? Juwan Johnson. I think I'm taking the wide receiver 1 for the Saints. Until Michael Thomas comes back.
Raekwon Smith.
Yep. I like that defense. I think the Redskins, or sorry, didn't mean to be disrespectful there. Yo, Racewag,
Yo.
Ghosty just took your team, just took your player.
Oh, Rondell Moore?
Yep.
That's funny. No, I got my eyes on somebody different.
But yeah, I think the Washington football team will be the best defense fantasy wise.
Yeah, I forgot. I shouldn't have taken Fournette. I forgot about defense. It's alright, whatever.
I don't think defense is important. There's so many good defense options.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them are overrated too. Like, no, I saw you did pick the Steelers, Brendan, but I don't think they're gonna be that great this year.
Why?
I don't know. I think they'll still be
They
so. I
just
think
have
they'll
a
be a
difficult-
top 3 unit.
They have a difficult schedule, and I think their offense is gonna be pretty weak. So I think they're gonna be on the field a lot.
I'm hoping they get most of their points from their defense. Well, then again, I do have Najee Harris, so I shouldn't say that. But
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not high on the Steelers. I think that they had a really easy schedule last year, and that's how they started so well, and then they just kind of showed what they really were at the end of the season.
I just have no faith in Big Ben, so I'm hoping they just run the ball a lot.
Yeah, I don't have faith in him either. J Money on the clock. We're in round 13, pick 7. Takes Jalen Rager. Ray, who are you looking at?
I think I'm gonna snag a defense here.
There's a lot of good defenses.
Yep.
Who
Gonna
do
be
you
going
think?
with the Los Angeles Rams.
Yes, sir. That was the one I contemplated taking as well.
Yeah, I like that.
Looking back at it, I should have probably taken them instead of the Steelers, but
I agree.
I mean, I still would have taken the Steelers, but
Really?
I would personally.
Yeah, the Rams probably have a harder schedule than the Steelers, but I think that the Rams defense is better. Perfect. Devontae Parker goes. I wonder how he's gonna do this year now that he's no longer like the only decent wide receiver on that team. You got Will Fuller and Jalen Waddle now. I wonder if he just dies off. Chase takes the Packers defense over the 49ers and the Broncos. What does Chase need? Jamal Williams. I like that.
not a bad spot for him.
I feel like at this point in the draft, you should just be taking either a defense or people or like backups. Like that's what you're aiming for is people who like taking someone who's gonna get their starter's gonna get injured.
Took AJ Dillon in the last round. I feel that.
Team P, this is Andy. If I was him, he has a defense already. Like just grab Naheem Hines. He's gonna get usage anyways. Might as well take him, and if Jonathan Taylor gets injured, then you have a running back 1 that you got in the 14th round.
All the Houston running backs are still here as well.
Yeah, I'm staying away from that team too. That team is a dumpster fire. And he takes Naheem Hines. It's a good pick.
I don't know how to tell you this, Kalen, but I got to go with who I think is going to be the #1 wide receiver for the Saints. And I've drafted him in every single league this year. That's my guy, Marquise Callaway.
Yeah. It could be. It's going to be either him, Traquan, or Deontay Harris. It's one of them. We just don't know.
Deontay Harris has had off the field issues, and Traquan Smith has had injury on the field issues. So I don't know. And I just watched Callaway play last year, and he looked really, really good. So we'll see. Deontay Harris is super short.
That's your type of guy.
I know it is. I know.
And he's also, yeah.
Anyway, but yeah.
How tall is he?
I think he's 5'6".
There's no way he's 5'6".
Deontay Harris height 5'6".
Wow.
Sir.
He is tiny. 5'6", 170.
He's just like me.
Oh, don't expose yourself like that.
Nah, but for weight, we're both 170, but I'm 5'9".
Colts D gets taken. Darnell Mooney gets taken. The Gutter Rats. Who are you going with? This team's full. You're just taking bench players now. He got Trevor Lawrence last pick, I think. Or no, he got him earlier, I think. No, yeah, you got Trevor Lawrence, then Washington D, so. I just saw Chase's DM. He auto-drafted Tom Brady when he already had Josh Allen. That is funny. Devin Singletary. Well, I am so glad this defense dropped to me because I think they're going to be a top 3 defense, fantasy-wise. I am so high on this team. I probably picked it in like almost every league. It's the Browns.
There you go.
I think with Clowney and Myles Garrett, dude, they're just going to get so many sacks and force so many fumbles and turnovers. I think they're going to be unstoppable. I think they're going to get so many fantasy points. And they're going to be a top 2, maybe top 3 fantasy defense.
I like that a lot.
Like, who's going to stop Clowney and Myles Garrett? They're 2 of the best passers in the game.
It's a good point.
Like, it's just crazy to me. But they're so, like, estimated so low. Like, below, like, the Broncos and Pats. And Lat Murray was my next pick, and he just went the last pick around 14. Okay.
T.
Randall Cobb. Now that is dumpster diving. The second to last round. So it's expected. Who are you looking at, poorly?
Little AJ Green action.
Yeah, he could do well.
I don't know. I just kind of feel like he's worth having on the bench. See if something happens. Take a shot in the late
You
rounds.
know who I've been hearing a lot about? Who's
that?
Donovan People-Jones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I heard he played really well in his
Interesting.
and he's just behind what's his name? He's wide receiver 3.
Yeah, he has been working with the first team offense.
You know what? This is a glow up year. I see it. I see it.
I can respect
Odell or Jarvis is going to go out and he's going to step it up. He's going to lead my team. Are we getting draft ratings on drafts on Huddle Break? Are you going to do that?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, we'll do that after the draft. Closet Browns fan. That is funny. No, I actually don't like the Browns at all, but I'm high on them this year. Emmanuel Sanders.
I almost took Tony Pollard last round, but I have a million people on a week 7 bye, so I didn't take him.
I probably should have taken him over Donovan Peoples-Jones. I probably could have gotten. Yeah, that's probably a mistake.
No, I would have Tony Pollard.
Yeah, we all did.
I didn't even think about it. I was thinking about I was looking at wide receivers, not running backs, because I have.
Yeah, I was about to take him.
I just have 5 running backs. Good pick, Ghosty.
Oh, Calamari. That's Ghosty, Calamari?
Yeah, Calamari
Yeah.
Cooper.
There you go. Damian Williams is on Chicago. Interesting.
Philip Lindsay goes to J Money's team. Who are you looking at, Ray?
Got to go with my boy, Alexander Madison.
That's a good pickup. That's a really good pickup.
Sir.
That's wow.
He's a good insurance policy, only 23 years old.
Yep. When Dalvin Cook got injured last year, he went crazy.
Sir. He's another bye week 7, but whatever. I'll worry about it when it happens.
Oh man. Yeah. Your week 7 and 9 is not looking bright. 13's okay. Just got 2 people, Kelsey or Julio and Hunt.
2 on 12, Kelsey and Mahomes. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, your team's kind of a train wreck with buys. Like, it's good players, but it's the buys are just gonna screw you. All right, got Chase up. I think he's on auto draft. So I think he's gonna get David Johnson. Or no. Yeah, Ryan Tannehill and Jonnu Smith is probably who's gonna get. Unfortunately for him, he'll have 3 QBs on his roster.
That's rough.
That's what happened. Oh, he's back. Never mind. He's got time. Paris Campbell. And David Johnson. All right, we are in the last round. Who are you looking at?
I'm going with my guy who I just watched run all over my team tonight in the preseason game, Gus Edwards.
Respect.
Yes, sir.
Sirski. All right, that's Racehawk's whole team done.
I like my team.
Yeah, without your buys, man, your team will be crazy, but you might be held back. Like, if you can't fill those holes.
We'll see. I like my backups.
Yeah.
Wait, what did Waddle do? He's trending. Oh, he got injured.
Once the draft's over, we're gonna go team by team. I'm gonna read out the names, and Luke and I will, Brendan and I will give a rating out of 10 for each team.
I like that. Pretty good draft. I think it's my favorite team I've drafted so far. My 3rd team, I think, so far.
This is my 4th draft, maybe 5th. I'm an addict. I think I've gotten the Browns
me
defense
too.
in 4 of them.
Really? Are you a Browns fan?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm
Enough.
a Cowboys fan.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You did say that earlier.
And Patriots and Chiefs.
Not a Chiefs fan. I'm a Patrick Mahomes fan. But that's because he went to my college, and my college is reputable.
That's true. That's a good point.
If Patrick Mahomes was traded to the Oakland Raiders, I would support him. If he was traded to the Philadelphia Eagles, I would support him.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
I would never wish failure on my favorite player of all time.
There you go.
Dude, I wish I was into collecting cards when he was a rookie, because I would have had Patrick Mahomes cards before he even played a snap in the NFL. I was saying like he's gonna be a beast, dude. I could have just made millions. Instead, I'm an idiot sandwich. Final round, gutter rats coming up, and then we got myself and Brendan picking. I need to look at who I want to pick, honestly. Ugh. A lot of meat.
Let me just give you a quick little.
Ooh, Jared.
Oh, sorry, you're drafting.
Jared Cook just got picked. That's a good pick. I like that. I have no idea who to pick. I think I'm gonna find a meat wide receiver. That's way too low on the projections. Let's see who we can go with. Wow. I feel like he's way too low. And you took Justin Fields with your last pick.
Let me just give you a quick HB snap count. All right.
Okay.
Gus Edwards tonight had 10 snaps. J.K. Dobbins had 8.
Not surprised. It's preseason.
That's all I'm gonna say. They both started. They both started.
Let me turn off my main monitor so I can make sure that nobody's name is showing when I do this. But I'm gonna go through each team's rosters. Hopefully no one's name shows. Okay, they don't. Okay, so I'm gonna read out each team and we're gonna rate them. We'll start from the bottom. Parky's airing it out. This is Parky, Andy. He drafted Aaron Rodgers first. Then he's got Zeke, Josh Jacobs, Mike Evans, Kenny Golladay, Logan Thomas, Javonte Williams, Jerry Jeudy, Bills defense, and then all his bench. You guys are looking. Are you guys looking at my stream so you can see the team yourself?
I am.
Okay. What would you rate this team, Luke?
Let's see. What do you mean? Like out of 10 or 5?
Out of 10.
I'd probably give it a 3.
A 3 out of 10.
Yes.
Wow. Why? I mean, he's got talent there, right? Hello? Luke, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
I said why.
Oh, why? I didn't hear that. I mean, I don't know. Nobody really stands out to me as anything that can carry his team. I don't think Zeke's going to carry his team. I don't see where, like, his points come from. Like, he's got lots of players that are on new teams. He's got Galladay on a new team. Javonte Williams is a rookie. Jerry Jeudy's a good pick for sure. Aaron Rodgers isn't bad for sure. I'm not a fan of Josh Jacobs. I don't think Mike Evans will carry his team, and I don't think Logan Thomas can carry his team. But I could be wrong. We'll see.
He just said in the stream chat, a little harsh, but all good.
My fault. Like, it's nothing personal, bro. Like,
I was like, Luke's handing out the harsh grades.
my
but
bad.
I
It's nothing
respect it.
personal.
No, I
Like,
want you to be realistic. I'm gonna be realistic
for sure.
too. What do you think, Brendan?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'd probably go like a. I mean, I feel like it's hard for me to give somebody under like a 5, but yeah, I'd want to give it like a 5 personally. I think there's some upside here with Javonte Williams, Logan Thomas, and to see what Kenny Golladay does with the Giants. But yeah, I don't think there's a lot of consistency. Like I don't think there's a lot of solid floor here, but there's some room for a nice ceiling. But I'll give him like a 5.
Yeah.
Again, I could be wrong. This guy might win the league. You never know. So.
I love Andy. I've known him for probably 7 years. I don't know how much fantasy football drafts, how many he does. Judging by drafting a QB in the first, he's probably just an Aaron Rodgers fan and doesn't really care.
True.
So I'm gonna meet you in the middle. I'm gonna give him a 4.
Okay, there it is.
But that
I
is
like
because I know 10-man rosters. I know how powerful and stacked they can be.
Yes.
If I were a 12-man, it wouldn't be it wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But the thing is, one of the reasons is I'm pretty sure he used Mike Evans with his 3rd pick, and I'm not high on Mike Evans. I think that he is.
I actually do like Mike Evans. It's
No.
one of his picks I do like of his.
Yeah, I don't like Mike Evans. I don't care for Kenny Galladay just because he's.
I mean,
his quarterback's Daniel Jones.
Oh, look at his name. Look at his name.
Yeah, I know. He's an
Airing
Aaron
it
Rodgers fan.
out. I love it.
I
Yeah.
personally, the best pick I like for him is Javonte Williams because I think he just has he could be his RB2 over Josh Jacobs at some point during the season. So it's like my favorite player for
Yeah,
him.
and I don't care about Zeke. I don't care for him. I don't think he should be a top 10 pick, honestly, in leagues. I would never take him top 10. I think the Cowboys defense
Yeah,
is going
I
to be
agree.
better, but I think they're still going to be fighting from behind, and he's not, last season in its whole, he never had a game with more than 25 carries. Ever. The entirety of last season. So I'm just not high on Zeke. So that's why I gave it a 4. We're going to go to the next team. We're going to start with the Diego Gutter Rats. Joe Burrow, Saquon, Nick Chubb, Adam Thielen, Cortland Sutton, Joe Mixon, Miles Sanders, Mike Gesicki with the Washington D. I'll start this one off. I like this team more than the last. Obviously, I like Saquon, Nick Chubb. He's stacked running backs.
Yeah.
He was able to get 4 really, really, high potential running backs that get high volume or will get high volume, while also getting 2, above average wide receivers. So, with a good defense, he's got depth on the bench. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. What do you think, Luke?
I'm surprised you gave it a 7. Yeah, no, I'm giving this a 9. I like this guy's draft a lot. I'm very impressed. Only one I really am not a fan of is Gesicki. I think he's gonna regress a little this year with all the options in the passing game, but everybody else I love. He got 4 elite RB1s in Saquon, Nick Chubb, Joe Mixon, Miles Sanders. Great defense. What should be consistent. Joe Burrow's quarterback, Adam Thielen, Cortland Sutton should both be good, and a very stacked bench as well. OBJ, Juju, and Michael Thomas. So I like him a lot. I give him a 9.
Yeah, I would. The thing is, I don't like Joe Mixon this year. I don't think he's worth it. I don't think he's a top 2-round pick. I just don't see him being successful on that team with that O-line. We talked about that on the last podcast. You're high on the Bengals. I'm not. So that's where we differentiate. And with the Broncos, it's kind of the same thing as what was the team? The Giants, where I just don't believe in the QB at all. So I guess we'll have to see. What do you think of this team, Brendan?
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I was kind of stuck between 6 and 7, but I think since you said 7, I'm going to go 6. And I have a lot of reasoning here, but truthfully, I'm the same. I'm low on the Bengals offense as a whole. Never really been a huge fan of Joe Mixon. And I mean, Joe Burrow was obviously good when he was on the field and playing, but I think he's going to be airing the ball a lot. I think they're going to be a pretty good pass-heavy offense, so I don't have a lot of faith in Joe Mixon myself. I also think Miles Sanders is kind of a question mark. A lot of people are still drafting him high in drafts, but that whole Philadelphia offense, I don't know really what to expect from them, but I'm not too high on him myself. Overall, I do think Saquon Barkley, Nick Chubb, those are obviously great picks. Can't go wrong with those guys. And also Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson are always battling for targets, so I mean, you never know week to week what exactly you're going to get out of them. So I think it's a solid overall team. I just don't think I could put it, at like the top of the pack, but I think it's a great mid-range team for sure.
Okay. Next team, boys. Team Dolphin. J Money. That's your boy Ray.
Yes, sir.
Got Matthew Stafford. Aaron Jones, Chris Carson, Terry, Deontay Johnson, Noah Fant, Darrell Henderson Jr., and Mike Davis with a Niners defense. What do you think, Brendan?
Let's see. Actually, really, I think this is a pretty, especially for the starting roster, this is a really solid squad in my opinion. I think I'm gonna give this team a 7 here. I'm maybe even leaning more towards an 8, just because I think the combination of Aaron Jones and Chris Carson, those are pretty heavy workload running backs. Obviously, Chris Carson is considered an RB2, but he may even be able to push for RB1 numbers. Terry McLaurin, love him, love the volume he gets in that offense. Deontay Johnson's a little more unproven, but I still think he's going to get a lot of work this year. I think he may finish as the wide receiver 1 on that team, even ahead of Juju and Claypool. Darrell Henderson and Mike Davis, I think they're both going to get great workloads this year on their respective offenses. So I think this is a great starting roster, and even the bench depth isn't too bad with Jarvis Landry, T. Higgins, and Jameson Crowder. So
Yeah, I do like teams that stack running backs in PPR leagues. I think that's the best thing to do.
yeah, definitely.
So I think but although I like Scary Terry. I don't care for Deontay Johnson. I don't care for Noah Fant. I think he'll be very middle of the pack. I'll probably give it a 7.
Yeah.
He does have pretty good bench depth, so maybe like a 7, but above Diego Gutierrez.
That's kind of how I was thinking too, like leaning towards 8, but still kind of a solid 7 for sure.
Yeah. What do you think, Gray?
Yeah, for me, I think it's the definition of a solid team.
Mm-hmm.
For me personally, I wouldn't put it up as good as the Gutter Rats. I still love that guy's team. But I definitely think it deserves a 7, J Money's team. It's well-rounded, and he should go far. And just as a side note, ESPN actually has the Gutter Rats as the #1 team in our league.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But yeah, I give J Money a 7.
Yeah. That doesn't surprise me. But, dude, honestly, like, those projections are, like, I don't know if
It's
you...
because he's got 4 starting running backs that are all high volume.
Yeah. But like when you play fantasy leagues, like looking at those things, it's almost always like flippity flop around. Like there's some leagues where you'll be projected 9th and you get 1st, stuff like that. Like it's just
No, I agree.
yeah. But
oh, never mind. He has Gutter Rags at 7th. Okay, my bad.
Okay. Well,
he's got Ruggs. Whoever Ruggs is at 1st.
That is Brendan.
Oh, that's me, baby. Let's go.
Wow. My fault.
What's the
I
top
read
3?
Wrong thing. Gutter Rats is 8th. Okay, well, screw me then.
what's the top 3? Ray or Ghosty?
3rd is Calamari. Is that's
Ghosty? Who's 2nd?
2nd is whoever HB Ray is, which is me.
Let's move on to that team then.
And then 2nd is Brendan.
All right, HB Ray. Patrick Mahomes, Austin Eckler, Kareem Hunt, DK Metcalf, Julio Jones, Travis Kelce, Tyler Lockett. You say all those names, and you get to Laviska Shenault and the Rams D. Ray, let's break down your team for me. Let's see.
In hindsight, I should have drafted Chase Claypool, I think, over Shenault. If I had to do it over. That's okay.
Yeah.
I'd give myself an 8. I think I got a really good team. I still don't think it's better than Gutter Rats, personally, but I think it's a really solid team. I think Mahomes and Kelce are going to go crazy. We'll see. I don't know. It's a little weird with some of the buys, but I think overall it's an 8, personally.
Yeah. What do you think, Brendan?
Yeah, I mean, I'll give it an 8, but like I said, there's some teams where I could lean between like the lower and the higher grade between an 8 and a 9. Just your starting roster is awesome. Like, I mean, the stack with Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, I mean, I don't think there's a better stack for quarterback.
They could literally get me
for
like
sure.
60 points a week.
Yeah, exactly. And then having Austin Eckler, who's projected a huge year, and Kareem Hunt, obviously he's technically behind Nick Chubb, but with the work he gets in the passing game and the numbers he can put up week to week, I mean, you can't go wrong with that. DK Metcalf, phenomenal wide receiver 1. And then Julio Jones, a little bit of a question mark, but I mean, he could easily put up some big numbers. So I think you have yourself a week in and week out solid squad right here. So
Get it.
Yeah, so I like your team. Judging your team the way I'm going to judge everyone else's, I'll definitely give you the best score so far. I'm going to give it just straight up, it's a 9, right?
All right.
But knowing your bye week situation, you could actually lose 3 weeks purely off of being screwed over by buys. Which is but I'm not going to judge you on your bye week, so I'm not doing that for everyone else. So I'm just going to give you a 9. Your roster's crazy. So,
Sir, appreciate it.
Someone in the chat just said not a fan of your Ray's bench. Yeah. His bench is a lot of just backups, pretty much. It's not depth as much as it is just praying someone gets injured.
What I'm doing for my bench is by the time those week 9s and week 12s roll around, hopefully some of those guys will be starters. Gus Edwards will have a big role. Michael Carter, Zach Moss should still be a starter. Marquise Callaway hopefully will be established. I agree, it's not power, right? I don't have anybody who can like,
Yeah.
just plug and play right away. But I'm kind of like looking at the long run.
I think another thing people don't think about sometimes in like fantasy too is your team's never going to be the same from draft to the end of the season. Like you're going to make moves,
Pick
like
up
whether it's through
people.
waiver claims or whatever. There's going to be people that emerge on the wire, and you're going to end up dropping some of those bench players anyway. So I think truthfully, a lot of these grades are best given for the starting roster as opposed to the bench and the starters. But that's why I'm kind of going more off who's in their starting slots. But just me.
Yep. All right, we're gonna move on to Gateway Rugs, the number one
sir.
projected team. I love your quarterback, Dak Prescott, CMC, Najee Harris, DeAndre Hopkins, Allen Robinson, Mark Andrews, and Amari Cooper, Raheem Mostert, Steelers defense. This team is crazy. First of all,
Yeah.
you were second pick, and you
Yes.
somehow managed to get Christian McCaffrey,
And Najee Harris.
and Najee Harris, and
did that
DeAndre
happen?
Hopkins.
Wait, how did actually that happen? What?
Yeah, I would have even been fine with Dalvin Cook, but getting CMC at 2 is a blessing right
Yeah.
there.
I mean, even with Dalvin Cook, I think your roster is still a 10. I think this is the best we've seen so far. You have a lot of depth on your bench as well. You have Henry Ruggs and James Conner, AJ Dillon, Jacoby Myers. I don't know your buy situation. If you paid attention
Week
to that,
7's a little bit of a stretch, but that's about it.
Yeah. So I'm all in. 10 out of 10. Best one we've seen so far. What do you think, Ray?
Yeah, I'm giving him a 10 too, man. I mean, I can't. I mean, if you want to like try to nitpick, you could say maybe Mostert will lose some carries to Trey Sermon later. I don't know, but it's tough to really find anything that you can critique. I mean, he's got insane production out of everybody here. It's a 10 for me as well.
Appreciate that, guys. I did my best here, and like I said, I think this is definitely the best draft I've had. I think a couple of those guys taking some of those their personal picks in the first couple rounds, let some of those guys fall to me. Like I know Allen Robinson kind of fell to me a little bit there, and a couple of those other guys. So that really gave me a solid starting lineup. So I'm happy with it.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna move on to Pro Bass Fisher. He's got Lamar Jackson, Dalvin Cook, DeAndre Swift, Keenan Allen, Robert Woods, Robert Tonyan, Chase Edmonds, Jamar Chase, and Bucks D. What do you think of this team, Ray?
Yeah, it seems interesting. It's somewhere between a 7 and an 8 for me. I like it for sure. It's definitely at least solid, and then it's got some pop to it. Yeah, I don't know. I like it. Lamar's probably gonna have a good season. I think I can give it an 8. I can give this one an 8. I like this team a lot.
Yeah. What do you think, Brendan?
Yeah, I think this is a very well-rounded team. He's got some depth on the bench as well, but I think overall his starting caliber is definitely an 8 for me as well. I think this team also hinges on what we see out of DeAndre Swift. Obviously he had a great end to the season last year, and hopefully he can carry that over into this season. But I think between him and obviously seeing what Jamar Chase and some of these other guys can do, if they put up the numbers that they're expected to, he's going to do very well week to week. So.
Yeah. You said 8, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with an 8 too. I think it's the second best roster we've seen. Of course, the top 2 as of now are the first and second pick. I feel like there's a big gap between CMC, Dalvin Cook, and the rest of the league. So for your first overall pick, but I'm really high on DeAndre Swift. I think he's gonna be one. I think he's gonna be a top 5 fantasy running back. Possibly. I don't think he will be. I think he has that potential because that team's gonna be fighting from behind, and who are they gonna throw to? They have nobody, and he's gonna get goal line carries. He's gonna get targets. I think he has a lot of potential. I see that team going far. So we all landed on 8. So we'll move on to High Stream at Nobi, by the way, who is a scumbag who made fun of Dak's injury last year. So I'm going to give him a lower rating off the bat.
Losing points off the rip.
Yep. He's got Justin Herbert, David Montgomery, Travis Etienne, Stephon Diggs, Tyreek Hill, Darren Waller, DJ Moore, Devontae Smith, and Colts D. Seems good. I'm going to give it a 6. purely because looking at his team, he has 2 running backs in David Montgomery and Travis Etienne. So he has 1 high-volume running back, and then the next time he has a running back is Kenyon Drake, who is the backup for Josh Jacobs. And in a PPR league, the running back position is the most important position. And I think he really fumbled the bag on his draft here by not taking any running backs.
If I recall, he did go very wide receiver heavy with his first, I think,
Yeah.
3 picks, maybe 3 or 4
He
picks.
got David Montgomery early for sure. I don't know what pick, but he goes like first 2 rounds.
I almost swear he took Stephon Diggs and Tyreek Hill back to back. I know that. So.
Oh, he probably did. Yeah, he probably got David Montgomery 3rd round then. Yeah, he did. He got David Montgomery, then he went Darren Waller.
Okay, makes sense.
So, what do you think of this team?
I'll give it a 7. I do. It's between 6 and 7 for me, but I'll go 7. I like giving the higher grade for the most part. I think, like you said, David Montgomery, high volume. Justin Herbert also, I think he's a little bit. I know he's going between like quarterback 7 and 9. I honestly think you could take him over some of those other quarterbacks that he's going after. Like, I think he was phenomenal. I think he's going to have another phenomenal year. So he could be putting up some serious points for your team here. Stephon Diggs and Tyreek Hill as your wide receiver, both wide receiver ones, putting up some big numbers every week. And then obviously Darren Waller's a top 3 tight end. I mean, you're going to be, you might not have everything you want because obviously Travis Etienne's in your RB2 slot, but I mean, you're still going to be putting up some good numbers. So solid 7 for me.
All right, Ray, what do you think?
I'm giving this guy a 6. I don't hate it for sure. He's got some really players that could pop. Stephon Diggs, Tyreek Hill is definitely good together. Yep. Darren Waller is going to be good. I think DJ Moore should be good. I expect a huge year out of Justin Herbert. I'm personally not a David Montgomery fan. And Travis Etienne should be splitting in some form with James Robinson. So I think he's a little bit weak in the running back department.
Little bit.
Yeah.
Little bit.
But yeah.
His running backs are Travis Etienne, David Montgomery.
He's got the RB1 for Las Vegas. Like, why are you guys hating?
I mean, Etienne could pop. We don't know. He could have him and Lawrence could have insane chemistry. We don't know.
Yeah, but even if he does, 2 running backs in a PPR league is like, I mean, we agreed on points, so we're not arguing. So,
no,
but
yeah. I mean, I go 6, but it has the potential to be better.
Also, underrated running back is J.D. McKissick on his bench. If Travis Etienne's getting no run, I mean, I'd honestly be fine sliding him in a PPR league and getting your 8 to 10 points a week just to get something going until you figure something else out.
I mean, Etienne will be the PPR back though. That's the thing.
He will. But
I think so. Yeah.
James Robinson won't be the catcher. He'll be the
O-line. the pounded in for sure.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Final 3 teams. We're going on to the drippiest team of the draft. HBK4. Got Russell Wilson, Alvin Kamara, Antonio Gibson, CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Ayuk, Kyle Pitts, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Robbie Anderson with the Browns D. Where do you rate my team, Racewag?
Don't hate me. I think I'm giving it a 6.
A 6?
Yeah, I'm not a fan. So I just you drafted a bunch of players that I'm staying away from this year is probably why. So I'm biased just because I'm staying away from those players.
Whew.
Kamara, I don't like that whole Saints situation. Gibson, they have a quarterback weird situation, which I know he's a running back, but still the team itself. Gibson shouldn't be bad. CeeDee Lamb's good. Ayuk's good. Kyle Pitts is good. Clyde is always weird. I don't know. It was kind of weird last year with him. Robbie Anderson is not bad. I wouldn't say, I don't know. There's going to be 3 wide receivers on the Panthers that'll be good. I just personally don't see a lot of pop with your team personally. And it is definitely solid all around and slightly less than J Money's team in my opinion. So that's why I'm giving it a 6.
That's noted. Don't worry. Brennan, where do you rate my team?
Yeah, I'm going to go with an 8 here. I think this is another just well-balanced, well-rounded team. Got some depth on the bench. Got some guys that slide right in, going to put up some big numbers for you. CeeDee Lamb, I think, between him and Amari Cooper, either one could be the wide receiver 1 for Dallas. And, no matter who that ends up being, or both those guys are going to get you some great value for that pick there. Antonio Gibson, Alvin Kamara, both RB1s in my opinion. They're going to give you some points. Kyle Pitts is... I don't know about him. I know a lot of people are very high on him. He did great in college. Myself, I'd be a little skeptical riding in the season with him as my starting tight end, but I do see the upside. But I think you have a solid squad, and that's why I'm gonna give it an 8.
This guy Brendan's trying to take my spot as co-host, Kayla. You see this?
Yeah,
What do
it's
you mean,
about
man?
to work too. That was disrespectful, Raymond. Because I agree.
Dude,
I think
we didn't even give any love to Clyde Edwards-Helaire, man. I mean, that guy,
yeah,
he
right. I
could be an
don't.
RB1 in his own right. So
I
I mean, I don't see how you could give this under like a 7 or an 8, right? I'm just gonna have to come at you with the heat. You know,
All
that's
right,
it's
well,
pretty
time will
rough.
tell. That's all I gotta say.
yeah, like the lowest I expected was a 7, because I have a top 5 QB, a top 5 running back, and a projected top 5 tight end.
Listen,
And
you have good players that should perform well. I'm staying away from them this season. So I'm just biased against almost all the players you drafted. That's all I'm saying for fantasy purposes.
interesting.
I can understand where he's coming from. There's some people you just avoid. You don't have faith in them, and that's kind of how I feel about like, Kyle Pitts. Even though everybody's high on him, but I'm the same way. I don't have him on any of my teams, and the same with a couple guys. So I get.
I
where Ray's
definitely
coming
think
from.
Kalen drafted him too early. I'll say that. I like him. I think he was drafted too early.
See, I don't think so, because when I drafted him, he was the best tight end available, and we were
Nah.
moving into a spot. Yeah, he
No.
went. Who
You're gonna
went-
tell
who
me he's
went
better than
after?
Mark Andrews?
Well, highest potential probably.
Yeah, he has a higher ceiling, but I think Mark
we're
Andrews'
just gonna
floor is
agree
way
to
more
disagree
secure.
on that one. He's Mark Andrews. Okay, it's all good.
If I remember
We're
correctly,
talking. It's all chill,
if I remember correctly, you told me on our podcast that Kyle Pitts is a future Hall of Famer.
I mean, he might be. That doesn't mean he's gonna have a Hall of Fame season his rookie year, though.
But if he's going to be a Hall of Famer, then he's coming into the league. He's probably better than Mark Andrews, who's most certainly not even close to a Hall of Famer.
I mean, if Mark Andrews puts up the numbers he has the past 2 seasons, he's absolutely on pace for Hall of Fame.
Listen, guys. I think to be honest, I think we should agree that Mark Andrews' floor, like his week over week, is probably more, at this stage. Like obviously, Kyle Pitts hasn't even played a snap other than maybe preseason, whatever. But like his ceiling, Kyle Pitts' ceiling, like what he could possibly end up being, is much
It's
higher
more than
Mark
Mark Andrews, for sure. I agree with that. Yeah.
So I think we're all on the same page.
And I don't think it's no, it's fine. Like
we had a little Kyle Pitts.
I have him
discussion,
in
I'm
leagues
glad.
too. Like it's not like I don't think he's good.
I'm high on Kyle Pitts. I think he's going to be the tight end 3 at the end of the season.
Interesting.
But yeah, we'll move on to Calamari Pooper, which is Ghosty's team. Got Kyler Murray, Derrick Henry, Myles Gaskins, Calvin Ridley, AJ Brown, George Kittle, Cooper Kupp, Chase Claypool, and the Ravens D. I'll lead this one off. He's got the AJ Brown, Derrick Henry stack. Myles Gaskin, Calvin. It's a good team. It's a really good team. Really solid team. I'm gonna give it a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a really good bench as well. I don't really have anything bad to say about anyone on this team. I think I have to give it a 9 because it's not as good as Brendan's team, which is a 10. So yeah, nothing bad to say. What do you think, Ray?
Yeah, I definitely agree. I'm giving it a 9 as well. I think Kittle should be back. He should be good. Cooper Kupp's one of the best safe plays, I think. Kyler Murray should have a great fantasy year. Derrick Henry always reliable. I like Myles Gaskin a lot. I think Calvin Ridley could be like a top 3 fantasy receiver this year. Not a huge fan of AJ Brown personally, just because that team is Derrick Henry first, and now you bring Julio Jones in as well. So not that he's bad, but if that were maybe, I'm trying to think of who else. I don't know what else would be comparable, but Hopkins or something. I don't know if that's comparable. Well, let me say this: if Ghosty would have drafted DK Metcalf, then I may have given this a 10. But he drafted AJ Brown over DK Metcalf. That's just my personal opinion. Like I say, I could 100% be wrong. AJ Brown is an absolute beast of a player. So yeah, this is at least a 9. Really good team.
Yeah, I like that. What do you think, Brendan?
I think since my team's 10, I'm allowed to give out a 10 here, so I'm going to give this guy a 10. I think this is the closest, this is, in my opinion, don't get offended, but this is my competition right here. I think this guy has a really really solid team here. There's no one on this team that I think is a liability or may not produce. I think also he took the right amount of upside on the bench. I mean, he's got Tony Pollard if something happens to Zeke, obviously, and obviously Tony Pollard's going to have weeks where he gets some of his own points. Trey Sermon at some point could cut into Raheem Mostert, who happens to be on my team as well, points. Antonio Brown, Tyler Boyd, all guys that I think, I mean, at some point in the season, you could just plug and play those guys or throw them in the flex if you think they have a good matchup. But from the top down, Kyler Murray, Derrick Henry, Calvin Ridley, A.J. Brown, George Kittle are all just set and forget. I don't think you really have to worry about those guys at all. So, yeah, I really like this guy's team.
So he gets a 29 overall, makes him the second best team. So for our ratings, we've got you, Calamari, you, Ghosty, and then I think we had... Ray, what did we give your team?
I think you guys gave it either an 8 or a 9. I think you both gave it a 9. I gave myself an 8.
I think I said 8. But either way, I said 8 or 9 for
One
sure.
of you said 9.
I can't remember what we gave people. Whatever. But regardless, you're either 3 or 4. Let's move on to Team Hunter. Chase, October 600. The GOAT. He's got Josh Allen, Jonathan Taylor, J.K. Dobbins, Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson, T.J. Hawkinson, Chris Godwin, James Robinson with the Packers defense. Wow. What do you think about this team, Brendan?
I must have forgot about this guy's team too, because this is a pretty solid roster. I'm going to give this a 9 just because I think Calamari beats him out a little bit overall, but I think this is a 9. This is a really solid team too. Starting roster, Josh Allen, can't go wrong with that projected top 3 quarterback. Jonathan Taylor, RB1. J.K. Dobbins, honestly, probably also an RB1. Devontae Adams, best receiver for fantasy purposes, so far going forward. Justin Jefferson, I like him more than Adam Thielen, personally, as long as he stays healthy and all that, which I think he shouldn't have a problem doing this season. I'm not a huge fan of T.J. Hawkinson. Obviously, I like George Kittle more than him. But, yeah, this is a great overall team. And then having Chris Godwin and James Robinson in your flex isn't a bad gig either. I really like this guy's team. I'm going to give him a 9. Just like I said, I think it's a little bit less than Calamari just because of the tight end slot. And also, I think I do prefer Derrick Henry to Jonathan Taylor, but still a solid squad.
Yeah, what do you think, Ray?
Yeah, I'm either going to give it a 7 or an 8. It's a good team for sure. I think I'm leaning towards 8. I think I'll say 8. Not a huge fan of James Robinson, and Chris Godwin's kind of a question mark, but it's not bad. And y'all know I love Gus Edwards, so J.K. Dobbins isn't necessarily as high on my chart, although he's still going to be good. But I love Jonathan Taylor, love Devontae, love Justin Jefferson. The fact he was able to get those 3 players is actually insane. Yeah. He's got Josh Allen, and I personally love T.J. Hawkinson this year, so I'm going to give him an 8.
Yeah, I was talking to Chase before the draft, and he was disappointed with the 10th pick, and I was telling him, I was like, dude, pick number 10 is better.
Pick 10 is awesome, bro.
Pick 10 is like almost, it's pretty much like 9 and 10 are as good as, or it's like having 1 and 2, I feel like. Like, you just get so many good players at so many good spots.
Yeah, I finished second in my league last year, picking 10th, so not a bad spot at all.
Yeah, and I like his team a lot. There's not one position that I don't like, and I think I'm going to give it an 8 purely because of his bench. And I know that he got screwed over with auto draft for for 2 picks. So, but I think if Chase had actually drafted those 2 picks where he got DJ Chark, Tom Brady, I think he probably would have gotten a 9. But even I might give him a 9 anyways. His team is stacked.
That's what I'm saying. I think he deserves it, truthfully. I mean, I could see a couple question marks from Ray's point of view and a couple guys that might be, a little bit down on this year, but I think still overall, like with the depth he has and just, the overall roster construction, I think it's a solid 9.
Yeah. I mean, dude, Yeah, that team, everyone on the team is good. All of his starters are good players.
I mean, in a 10-team league, like you could push the numbers up for any of these teams from like a 7 to an 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10. I mean, it's kind of hard. I mean, but obviously, I love that you guys gave my team a 10, so I'll take that. But I think a lot of these grades, especially for 10-team leagues, you could lean to the higher grade anyway with a lot of these teams. So.
Yeah. I'm gonna give him a 9. That's what I'm gonna end on. I like the team.
Same. Respect.
Chase did well. I think that's gonna be it all for the night. So thanks to anyone who's still here. Thanks for watching. If you're watching on YouTube or Spotify, appreciate you for sticking through. It's almost been going to be a 2-hour episode. About 30 minutes ago, my dad shouted goodnight through my door. So if you hear that in it, that'll be something. But thanks for watching, everyone, and thank you for taking a break from the huddle with us.